Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, wow, it's wonderful to be home again so that I'm in front of my computer and the usual setup with my little friends in the background. That way, my little owls and the beautiful paintings and everything. Cameras, everything so that it's easy to do, to share this with you. I'm Boundy, Psychic Medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. And it feels like it's an age since I last did my daily spread, and it's only been 3 days. But, it is what it is, isn't it? I just wasn't in an area that I could do it reliably, so decided, no, I can't be doing this poor quality, which it was going to be the way I was doing it. Not to say this is top notch, but it's not too bad either. Let's go across to the cards. So bring your psychic senses and your spirit guides in with you so that you can be sharing your sharing your thoughts with your guiding angels, spirits, and everything, and have them share theirs with you. Practice, practice, practice. We do need to. Well, I've loved doing this every day for whatever, as much as, I still do my card reading every day. I just don't televise it or whatever you call this, share it in this way. There has been days that have been missed. Okay, let's get forward with it. Here we go. Oh, and I didn't check the lineup. Silly me. Here we go with the cards today. Now, Spirit decided that I needed to have 4 cards because one fell out just at the last minute, which was the fish. So what we've got here in this spread is for the main 3 that we've usually used. So the bridges is as the main theme today. We've got the compass in the home space and it's the well in the workspace. What we've got here as far as the fish as that final completion that really wanted to be read with these cards today, I felt it was needed to be placed underneath the main theme so that that's going to expand but over all of the cards as part of the general main theme. Okay, so that's how I'm reading these today, and we've got the owl card that I've just pulled out, and it's learning is a gift even when pain is your teacher. And I'm trying to get that to focus. That's as good as I'm probably going to get that. Beautiful card, isn't it? I love the owls. Good morning. Oh, well, good evening to you, Mark. Hi. How are you, Mark? Lovely to see you here. And we have the good morning, Rosgirlian, all around the globe, and good afternoon or a good evening from Fiona. So it's lovely. Yours was first in the line there, Fiona. I just saw it in amongst the other things which I have posted, which are the psychic.online/readings. I've put it as a direct to where you can see what types of readings I do, what some of the cards are, just to make it easier. So good morning, good evening, Fiona and Mark, and to anyone else who is watching that aren't commenting, and that's fine. Let's have a look at the cards. I shall zoom in and we'll go to the top 3 first, which is the part that are the main. These top 3 are the main reading. Fiona, you may like to do the 42, 38, 41. Have a look at that. The whole row is from the expanded section that Ciro Marchetti has added to this particular deck. Okay, and the 34 is the regular one from the normal Lenormand deck, the 1 to 36. So, and there is no other pips that are needing including for that, Fiona, if you're wanting to do the numbers. I so appreciate that you do. Thank you. With the bridges, I am going to move that down a bit so you can see the depth of what this chasm is going to. It really is down into a very deep valley here that these bridges are spanning. So as far as how we're going to look at this for our theme of the day, we have sometimes opposing thoughts and decisions that we're needing to make, choices, opportunities. So there could be that really deep chasm that is down there that feels like it's that we're looking into the hole to hell, so to speak, when we're atop here on these spans. And even if we're, really deep thinking into what are we going to do? Are we going to move forward, or are we going to return to where we have come from? It depends on what the purpose is. It depends on what those choices are, and whether you feel that you are missing out on some form of opportunity, that you really must take your courage in your hand and take those steps to move forward. I'm feeling it as more that strength of character. We've got the Owl card that really is that learning is a gift. And even if pain is the teacher, and it might be that you are shifting through some pain today to make these choices, to consider the opportunities and options. And it doesn't have to be something that causes physical pain. It can be a little bit of an emotional consideration. And I'm thinking right in my mind is that is at my age, as I'm getting into the winding down of some of the stuff that I have in my house, so that I am clearing energies and shifting stuff out. The choices to make from what to keep and what to move out, shift to an op shop, or straight to a dump, because it no longer has a useful life. That type of thing can, when there's sentimental items that are part of that journey, and the memories that come with them. It was only just briefly yesterday that I was faced with that. And today, later in the day, there will be some time where I'll be spending that is going to be in the boxes, unpacking, taking out, choosing which stays, which moves on to op shop, or otherwise resource recycling centres. It does bring a slight sense of, like, it's hard. It really is hard. I posted a post yesterday around that. You'll have to look on my rosboundy profile. It is hard sometimes to cross that bridge, to make that decision, which to keep, which to leave behind, like as in move along, I mean. And it can be very much a challenging position to be in and to make the moves. I'm even choking up thinking about some of them because those pictures are in my mind even right now. Okay, so the theme is to take that move, and with this fish below it, there's going to be an abundance of good stuff flowing, happening from that. Doing that move, whatever it is for you. I used but one of my own examples. That chasm can feel just so deep, but what is it that is on that other side that you're moving toward? Take that as your focus and take the steps, okay? That's what it's giving us for our focus and theme for the day today. Okay, now here we go with saying hi to Nasanya. Lovely to see you. And I think it was a happy birthday recently for you, wasn't it? Lovely to see you, Nasanya. And Max, hey, Roz, good evening. Yes, it is good for you. It would be a good evening. We are starting to move into another hot day today. So lovely to see you here. And here we have, Fiona has done the numerology for the day. I'm getting some of those letters mixed up in my mouth. They are mixed up in my mouth. Not in the head, they're just in the mouth. So here we have 4 is the day number for our day, and the cards altogether come to being a 2. So we're doing some things in pairs and with companion help, that type of thing. And I'm seeing that probably as being the fish for today. Now, as we're in our home space, we've got the compass. The compass is about finding our directions, following our directions if you are using a map. Trusting your spirit guides to show you the way is what I'm feeling from this. use their, with the compass, it's using the magnetized north-south pole. I mean, the physics of it is there. They work for a reason, because there is that natural inbuilt magnetism of the north-south pole that gives us the direction that the compass taps into, with the magnetization that creates that alignment on a device. What we use with our spirit guides is that inner intuition, that trusting spirit, and that guidance from our third eye, that we are moving forward. We're going to be in communion, in touch with them, holding them within our own spiritual alignment as we're moving through our day, trusting them to help us take those steps that are needed to get us across these bridges. Whether we're moving through one or two or a dozen, it doesn't matter. We are on a journey, and we're needing to have guidance as we're moving along. In the depth and realm of what spiritualism is, and whatever you're feeling with your connection with your spirit guides and those who are our ancestors and guidance from the other side, trust that connection that we have within ourselves at the soul level, at that real depth of who we are. Trust your inner self to be able to guide you along this way of what our life is right now. For today, that we are in the flow, that we are going to move through our day with ease and following that guidance, trusting ourselves with that. Now what we have in our workspace, it flows through from the home and the work the whole day. It is being guided. We have the resources, and this I'm taking as being from within ourselves, but it does also include what you may be working, where you may be working at, your being who you are in all that you've learnt in your life to now, being able to be used as part of what you're sharing and giving to your work, that it is to its fullest benefits, bonuses, productivity, all that you can see for yourself, what you are needing to bring from your own resources and into the workplace. And this is without overextending yourself. It is bringing what is needed. It's not giving, as much as we can give more than we need to if you desire, sometimes that can actually be too wearing on yourself and family, the connection that you're having. I'm feeling that it needs those choices and decisions to be made that, what are you doing in your workspace that's just too much, and you're reducing the time that you're spending with your family here. Being guided by spirit to be back on course to what you do need to be putting into work compared to what you're moving through in your family, so that it almost feels like we're needing to find that right work-life balance is what I'm getting from this one, okay? And when it's decided, when you're taking those right steps, it is all flowing in the best possible way for your complete family, for the complete family flow, work flow. And you're going to be able to move backwards and forwards even. It feels like that bridge between the work-home space, as we're seeing it in this particular spread, that there it is. We've got the bridge from one side to the other. We're needing to actually navigate that way of being in balance so that everything is going to flow smoothly and bring in the abundance, because in whatever way is enough, that I'm just getting that inner question, is it that you're putting in too much, that enough is enough. There doesn't need to be the pouring of your complete self into the workspace. It needs to be balanced, and decide which, at whatever time it needs to be through the day, that you have the backwards and, you can go back to home. I'm just getting that sense of balance, the thoughtfulness, the being mindful of where you are, you know, with this map idea of the compass being in our home space, in that is our family intimate space, that is within you as well, because that is where it starts from. It is from that inner you that you make all your choices and decisions, and that it is you that is taking the steps. Okay, so move through in that sense of trust and knowing that what we're doing, we're learning as we go. We always will be, if you put your thoughts to that learning path. And school of fish just popped out in the head as well. So as part of that connection with how much we are learning, sometimes it's a subtle nuance in what happens in our day that we've learnt from, but we are always learning. So keep your eye on that inner map for yourself, that you are really staying true to what is your pathway and what you can contribute to your workspace, that you can dip into your well, you can bring more resources up as needed. It doesn't have to be that overflow and gush and having everything all in place all at once. And, you know, it is that steadiness of movement and flow that we're going to have in our day today, so that you can be at ease and knowing that whatever you're experiencing and sharing with those around you is going to be beneficial, is going to bring in that abundance of a life being well lived. That's what I'm getting from there. Okay. That almost seemed like a mouthful flow of what? I don't know. Take from it what you feel as you were looking at those cards, because the extra with the abundance of the fish and that learning curve, whatever that may be for you today, wow. Now, Fiona, so what you've done today, you've shared this a second time, so that might be in one of the other pages. Fantastic, and thank you for that, Fiona. Lovely, thank you. And Fiona, your other family gave you 10 kilos of grapes. Wow. So me and my daughter decided to hand them out to the homeless people. So you did 50 bags up of them. Oh, and a lady who sees them, she picks them up and was so grateful for them because of this heat. And that is an absolutely fantastic way of sharing your abundance. I'm putting that there again because I love the hearts, the row of beautiful hearts. And sometimes it can be such a small, simple gesture towards others that has the biggest effect, doesn't it? Well, I believe so. Be from your heart space, moving through your day, trusting your inner self, and when you see the opportunities that come forward for you, weigh them up against your inner map and trust that whatever the direction you're taking those opportunities, that it is the right pathway you're moving on. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so pleased to be back at my computer, being able to share in this way with you. So wherever you are, stay warm, stay cool, be in yourself the best that you can be. I'm just feeling that space of sometimes through the day, just close your eyes and really touch into that inner being of who you are and redirect yourself according to your map that is the who you are. Just getting that as a visual. Okay, thank you so much. Keep being the best you, and I'll see you tomorrow. It will be a bit earlier because I'm back to the volunteering tomorrow and Wednesday, so looking forward to it. Thank you, and we'll see you then. Namaste. I'm just going to put that one up. Fiona, thank you, girlie. Have a fab day. And to others, have a good afternoon, good evening, and etc. Especially the us and the hearts. Thank you. Namaste. I'm trying to find the end video. There it is. It feels like so long since I've done this.